The UK Treasury is seeking to improve anti-money laundering through crypto supervision changes. And so in this video, we're going to look at how these fussy changes in the scope of registrations will, according to them, simplify supervision, fight crime, and change the way that crypto firms are regulated. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys, available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Good evening everybody, and a warm welcome again back to Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about a Cointelegraph article. This is about the UK Treasury working with the FCA, which is the UK regulator, financial regulator, and they're basically trying to seek to, as they're calling it, improve AML and KYC. AML is anti-money laundering and KYC is know your customer. And these little rules are what we and other companies have to jump through these hoops to prove that we are who we are and that we're not money laundering and that we've got to answer loads of questions about all kinds of things through your account. And so they're saying that they're going to simplify this supervision, as they're saying. I think what it means is it's going to simplify things for them, not for us. I think we're going to have more questions. We're going to have to prove more to them. And it really just simplify things for them. Now, let's, as always, quickly read through this article and then we'll comment after. So the UK Treasury has released a consultation paper on changes to money laundering regulations that would affect the regulation of crypto assets in a number of ways. The proposed changes stem from a review of the money laundering, terrorist financing and transfer of funds, which is information on the payer regulations of 2017, undertaken in 2022. The changes suggested now pursue smarter regulation. This includes minimising regulatory burden and future-proofing regulations, making regulation a last resort and not a first choice, and ensuring a well-functioning landscape of regulators that are responsive and accountable. Of course, the MLRs can only be effective alongside a robust supervisory regime. The paper added, with that in mind, it outlines several ways in which the supervision of crypto asset service providers might be altered. Under regulations passed in 2017, the FCA supervises some institutions under both those regulations and the Financial Services and Markets Act of 2000. FSMA regulated institutions are not required to have MLRs registration, but most crypto firms are not supervised by the FCA and so are subject to MLRs. Under the proposals in the consultative paper, MLRs regulated institutions would require FCA regulation as well, but no longer be required to seek MLRs authorization. And they've put out a tweet saying, our review of how some firms are complying with money laundering regulations found some common failings. Poor financial crime controls make it easier for criminals to abuse the financial system and damage the integrity of UK markets. And we've seen this before. I think this is just, again, another way for the government to try to take more control. And like I said, they are simplifying things for them. They're not simplifying things for us. You know, we're going to have to jump through all kinds of hoops when we want to create an account on an exchange. They've already said that they want to know, they're making exchanges force customers and clients to tell them which offline, which cold storage or which other addresses that are on the Bitcoin network or other crypto networks are held by us, so that whenever they send money, they can basically then trace and track us as to where that crypto goes after it's left the exchange, because they want to know what we're doing with it. And so actually the UK government, through crypto firms and crypto businesses like exchanges, are forcing them to comply, and that in turn is forcing us to answer these new questionnaires that they've got. Where did you get this money from? How did you obtain it? What's it going to be used for? All these types of questions that we've got to say and answer. There's really none of their business. It's up to us how we spend our money. If it's ours, then why would we ever need to justify it to them? If we've paid our taxes and our money's come through legitimate means, that is to say, not illicit means, we've worked for it, and when we've got our money in our bank, why do we have any more questionnaires after that? It's up to the government. If they think that we've broken the law, it's up to the government to investigate. It's not up to us to prove to them that we haven't done anything wrong. The burden of proof is on them, not on us. So we should be able to just go about our business. Once we've paid our tax, you know, that's it. We should be able to do whatever we want after that point. And unfortunately, that's not how the government sees it. And crypto is, a threat to them. I've said this many, many times. And this is another way that government are trying to take more control, even more. And the great thing about crypto is it just kind of silently works in the background. You know, it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And it's actually the government that are having to react to this. Crypto has not changed, you know, as far as the ethos and the philosophy of it. It just keeps going. It just keeps using. You can just keep using, sending Bitcoin anytime, any place, anywhere in the world, 24 hours a day. And the governments really are the ones that are running around trying to react to this technology and thinking, what we're going to do, how we're going to regulate this, how we're going to do this, and how we're going to implement it, how we're going to enforce it once we have got the laws and regulations. And crypto doesn't care. Crypto just keeps going. It's a bit like gold, gold just keeps getting mined, and it's up to everybody else to work out the rules. It's not, the actual technology does not care. And whilst Bitcoin and crypto will have upgrades and are continuously going through technological advances and upgrades, it's not because of pressure from the government. Bitcoin and crypto is just going to continue no matter what. The government's going to have to constantly change and adapt around them. And it's going to really, I think we're going to see just what governments are actually interested in taking control, and this putting us in this sort of dystopian nightmare where it's going to really show their true colours. Because a good government would want its citizens to be in control of their own lives, and not want to overreach and impose on our lives. And so crypto will work well in a government like that. But if you're not that type of government and you're an authoritarian government, then crypto is going to expose you just by just because you're going to try and compete with this new technology that the government doesn't even understand properly. Because if they did, they wouldn't behave like this. They would actually embrace it and include it and make it part of the economy. Because it's not a threat if you're not looking to control everything in your citizens' lives. It's only a threat if you want control, because crypto puts value and money back into the individual's control. And that is a truly liberating thing. That's giving you freedom back. There's almost nothing more powerful than money. Everybody knows that. The governments know that. Individuals know that. And so if you've got power now to do what you want with your money, then where does that leave the government? That leaves them out of pocket. That leaves them out of, not in control. And that's not a position that governments want to be in. So I suspect we're going to see more and more running around the the UK, not just the UK actually, but all the governments of the world. They're all going to have to try and find a way to either include crypto, ban it. We're going to see all kinds of things all over the world, and it's going to be really interesting to watch it play out. So that's what I've got for you today, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. And I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Take care.